we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country.
Donald Trump has a new enemy: mail-in ballots. The US president has vowed to sign an executive order before the 2026 midterm elections to restrict the voting method used by nearly a third of eligible US voters. Fun fact: Trump himself used the same method to cast his vote in 2020. So, what's behind Trump's aversion to mail-in ballots? Well, he says the voting method is highly susceptible to fraud, inaccurate, and leaves room for corruption. In fact, he said his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, agreed with him at their recent meeting in Alaska.
It's a fraud. If you have mail-in vote, even Jimmy Carter with this commission, they set it up. He said the one thing about mail-in voting, you will never have an honest election if you have mail-in. And it's time that the Republicans get tough and stop it, because the Democrats want it. It's the only way they can get elected.
But political experts and even US voting patterns tell a different story. The move may disproportionately favor the Republican Party. Reports say Democratic voters are traditionally more likely to use mail-in ballots than Republicans. After his defeat in 2020, he falsely claimed that tens of thousands of fraudulent mail-in ballots had helped Democrat Joe Biden beat him.
The Democrats want it because they have horrible policy. If you have mail-in voting, you're not going to have many Democrats get elected. That's bigger than anything having to do with redistricting, believe me.
There is no evidence that postal voting is less secure than other methods. Pro-democracy groups say ending it could disenfranchise millions of Americans with disabilities and other difficulties turning out in person. So, can Trump really do it? Well, US federal elections are administered at a state level. As per the Constitution, the times, places, and manner of holding countrywide congressional polls is not a matter for the White House to dwell into.